Well, hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to my channel Physics World. So, finest and easiest way to learn the concepts of physics. Please watch my channel. Right, up to now, I uploaded video lectures on the topic Newton's laws of motion. In this topic, I explain Newton's first law of inertia, types of law of inertia, and linear momentum, change in linear momentum, applications of linear momentum. These are all topics I explained in previous lectures. Please watch that previous lectures, then only you will get a clear idea about present going lectures. Right, today we are going to start some more detailed points about applications of linear momentum. So now I am going to discuss application number 6. Application number 6. Application number 6. Application number 6. Okay, so application number 6. So what is application number 6? Let us consider a body. Let us consider a body which is projected into air. It made an angle theta with horizontal. It made an angle theta with horizontal. Okay, so then it covers path is parabolic path. It covers path is parabolic path. Okay, it covers path is parabolic path. Right, so now, so this is, okay, observe carefully. Body projected upwards into the air. It made an angle theta with the horizontal. So it projected with the speed v, It projected with the speed u. Okay, It splits into two components. So u cos theta adjacent side to theta, and this is u sin theta. Is it or not? So this is y-axis we consider. Okay, so this is x-axis we consider. Okay, so oblique projection, already we discussed in motion in a plane, oblique projection. Here I consider 3 points. So this is point A, this is point B, so this is point C. So I consider here case 1. Change in momentum between point of projection point of projection is what here? A. Here A is called point of projection and highest point. What is highest point here? Highest point is B. Point of projection and highest point B. So point of projection and highest point B. What is the change in momentum between point of projection and highest point B? So in these 2 points. So here at point of projection, we consider as, so here at point of projection we consider as initial momentum p bar. That initial momentum pi bar is equal to, observe carefully, at point A, what is the momentum here? U cos theta and u sin theta. So u cos theta I cap, u cos theta I cap, and u sin theta j cap, u sin theta j cap, because this is x axis, positive x axis, that's why I'm taking I cap. Positive y axis we take j cap. So u sin theta j cap, pi bar is equal to u cos theta I cap and u sin theta j cap. At highest point, very simple, don't panic, please watch the lecture till the end. Definitely you realize that you should love the concept of physics, right? So at highest point B, so we consider P of bar. Observe carefully, this is highest point. At this highest point only vertical component is there, sorry, horizontal component is there. Already you know, at highest point only x component, horizontal component is exist, y component is here 0. So this is highest point. So from this P of bar is equal to u cos theta, this is nothing but Vx, so that Vx also u cos theta. So u cos theta I cap, okay, u cos theta I cap. So from this change in momentum, so from this apply change in momentum. So change in momentum delta P bar is equal to P of bar minus P I bar between A and B, at A point and B point. So from this P of bar is u cos theta I cap minus Pi bar is u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta j cap. So multiply with the minus u cos theta I cap minus u cos theta I cap minus u sin theta j cap. Here minus u cos theta plus u cos theta going to be cancelled. Finally what is left here? Minus u sin theta j cap. So change in momentum between point of projection and highest point, what we got here? Minus u sin theta j cap. And magnitude of change in momentum here, magnitude of change in momentum is equal to, you got here u sin theta, magnitude of change in momentum is u sin theta, and vector form, minus u sin theta j cap, this is a change in momentum between point of projection and highest point. Okay, so this is very important. So here important thing is at highest point Vx is equal to u cos theta, Vy is equal to 0. At highest point vertical component is equal to 0, only horizontal component is exist. This is very important. Next, case 2. In this case 2 we are going to discuss in this case 2. Okay, case 2 in application number 6, case 2. Okay, observe carefully, case 2. Case 2. So here in this case 2, so this is point A, this is point C. Here A point is called point of projection, B, C point is equal to striking point of projection or end point of projection, striking point or end point of projection, okay, striking point or end point of projection. So at point A, at point A u cos theta, so this is theta, so this is u bar, so u cos theta, this is u sin theta. So at point A, okay, pi bar, okay, so pi bar is equal to, so please so I did a small mistake in previous thing. Here momentum means mass into velocity, okay, so we consider mass also. So pi bar is equal to m into ui bar, okay, so that means m into, here what we got, u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta j cap, okay, u sin theta j cap, so pf bar at point C, so please rectify mistake. In previous few minutes back I explained change in momentum between point of projection and highest point, change in momentum between highest point and point of projection, you consider delta p bar is equal to, what we got here, u cos theta, here u cos theta going to be cancelled, finally you got here minus u sin theta j cap, so here m also there, because momentum means m into velocity, minus mu sin theta j cap, here change in momentum delta p bar is equal to mu sin theta. Simple here, don't panic, just multiply m. In the previous concept just multiply m, so please rectify that. I missed that m value, because momentum means mass into velocity. Is it or not? So at point C, final momentum pf bar is equal to, already you know, at the point C, here this is C point, this is u cos theta I cap, this is u sin theta j cap, okay, so u sin theta j cap, so we consider like this. So from this u cos theta m into, okay, final moment u cos theta I cap, observe carefully, u sin theta value is downside, is it or not? U sin theta value is downside, that's why we take minus u sin theta j cap, so these two values we got. Then change in momentum, delta p bar is equal to pf bar minus pi bar, from this m into u cos theta I cap, minus m into u sin theta j cap, minus m into u cos theta I cap minus m into u sin theta j cap, okay, so from this m into u cos theta I cap, m into u cos theta I cap going to be cancelled, finally what we got here, minus 2mu sin theta j cap, minus 2mu sin theta j cap we got here, so major answer minus 2mu sin theta j cap. So here we are finding change in momentum, magnitude of change in momentum, is here 2mu sin theta, magnitude of change in momentum is 2mu sin theta. This is very important. So in case of oblique projection, magnitude of change in momentum between point of projection and highest point, is minus mu sin theta into j cap, or magnitude of change in momentum is mu sin theta. So in case of at point of projection, magnitude of change in momentum between point of projection and end point of projection, or striking point of projection, is 2mu sin theta. I write here 2 two values here, two concepts here. So node point, just note down node point. Magnitude of change in momentum between point of projection A and highest point B is delta P bar in magnitude is equal to what we got, mu sin theta. In vector form delta P bar is equal to minus mu sin theta j cap. Okay, so next, this is first node point. Next, what is second node point? Magnitude of change in momentum between point of projection A and end point of or striking point of projection is delta P bar is equal to okay 2mu sin theta in vector form delta P bar is equal to minus 2mu sin theta j cap, So these two formulas very important. So please memorize these two formulas. Okay. So for solving problems, these two formulas are very important. Magnitude of change in momentum between point of projection, highest point, and magnitude of change in momentum between point of projection and striking point. These two formulas are very important. So this is about today's lecture. Again, I'll come back with new concepts and new formulas in next session. Thank you for watching my lectures. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much.